Hello, my name is Alma, and I'll be showing you a quick tour of the Photo Family Tree Builder, which is a new way to build a family tree. What makes the Photo Family Tree different is just that this tool does a better job than your traditional hourglass, descendants, pedigree, fan charts, etc. in making a family tree. So it does a better job of those things, I think. You don't have to go through complicated setups or interface and a lot of research to use this. As you can see, I already have the Photo Family Tree installed on the Windows platform, and I've imported some photographs for us to use in the tree. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce the size down to 50%. So now you can see everything on the canvas. The second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the size, and the reason being the canvas itself is 16 by 20, and when it's printed you want all of the tree covering the canvas, and it makes for a better display. So the way we enlarge it is we grab the handle here, the arrow, and we pull up on it, and we pull to the side and the side. And if we look in the mini map, we can see it's almost covering the entire canvas. So we'll do just a little bit more, and the next thing we want to do is make sure it's centered after we finish manipulating it on the canvas. So we do transform, center on canvas, choose horizontally, and now we're sure that it is center the canvas. The next thing we're going to do while it's highlighted is right click on it, and we're going to lock the tree down. We know it's locked by these 4 squares. Now that we have it locked, we're going to start building our tree. First thing we do is get a picture of the parents. We're building a nuclear family tree, so it's going to be the parents and 3 children. We're going to grab the heart frame because this starts your tree out, and we're going to put the heart frame around the couple. And we want their faces mainly, and I think we have that. While the heart is highlighted, we're going to shift key on the keyboard, hold it down. We're going to left click with our mouse. We're going to right release it, and when the arrows have now turned green, we know that both the picture and the heart are highlighted together or selected. We right click, and what we want to do is cut the edges from the photograph. And then while it's highlighted still, we want to right click again, and we want to group the photograph and the heart together. And now it's grouped, and the way we know that is it turns blue when we try to move it, and you see the little strings. This is a SVG image. So we will now take the heart and place it on the root of the tree, just above the root I should say. Now we can also lock that down. That's also now locked. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to get the pictures of the children. We're going to select the pictures of the children, and I'm going to do all three. You can do them one at a time, or you can do them all three as you see me doing here. The next thing we're going to do is grab a leaf. The leaf that's used for a nuclear family, and the children being the offspring of this particular married couple, you want to use the leaf frame. It just says leaf frame. There are other leaves to show different relationships, like adopted child, half brother, and so forth. We're going to click on the leaf. We're going to bring it over on top of the young lady's picture. We're going to center it over the young lady's face. We're going to click on the picture and reduce it. Reduce the picture so her face fits naturally into the leaf frame. And I think that has it. So what we're going to do now is her picture is highlighted. We're going to use the shift key on the keyboard. We're going to left click with our mouse. Let's do this. Let me make that a little bit larger. I think we know what's happening here. So we're going to shift, click on our picture, shift, and release. Right click, cut edges, right click again, group. The first child is done. We will get another leaf and we'll put over the second child's picture. And what we could do to save time, let me show you something here. I'm putting this leaf over this child's leaf to ensure that it's about the same size. So what we could do as a shortcut, and I should have done this before, we can actually copy, right click on the leaf and copy it and paste it. Now we have two leaves that are identical. Also, we're going to reduce the size of this picture so the young lady's face will be in it, about the same as her sister. We're going to right shift key and left click. They're both highlighted. Right click, cut edges, right click again, and group them. The second leaf is done. This third child, see the picture is just about the right size. We're going to use the shift key, left mouse click, release, right click, cut the edges, right click again, and group. One last thing we're going to do with this child is we're going to flip the leaf, because the leaf blade is facing the right, and since the child is going to be on the right side of the tree, we want the leaf blade facing left. So it's highlighted. We right click. We go down to flip horizontal, and the picture flips. The leaf and the picture flip, I should say. We're going to drag it into place and put it on the tree. Now we just have to decorate our tree. So we'll come over and we'll find the end caps, they're called. In this case, I love this dogwood flower. So I'm going to copy this several times. Paste it, paste it, paste it, and again. I should have enough now to cover the tree. So we'll move them out so you can see how many flowers I have and how we will position them around the tree. So the first thing we're going to do, we're trying to cover, let me pull that down. First thing we want to do is cover the ends of the limbs. So in order to do that, we'll move and we'll stretch this flower. Okay, that's got it. Now what we'll do, since it's looking like the flower is going to come out of the center limb, now all we have to do is click on the child's picture and bring it forward. So we right click, we order, and we raise to the top. And the photograph comes to the top. So that's about where we want it. We can also highlight this and lock it down also. So if we bump into it, it won't do any harm. Now let's take this flower and also spin it, rotate it around by the handles. And now we'll place this one. Okay, we'll bring this leaf forward. So now it's not interfering with that child's leaf. The other thing I'd like to mention is the leaves around the tree go in chronological order, starting from the oldest, who starts on the left side, and the youngest, who ends up on the right. So in order of their birth, that's the way they're placed on the tree from left to right. Let's continue. Let's double click here. We rotate it by the handles. What we can also do, while it's highlighted, we can right click, and just to show you, we can flip it vertically, and that spun it another way. So we can now rotate it into place, and we've hidden this limb. Now this child we can move into place, and it appears that she's growing out of this first limb. We'll go for this flower. double click, spin it, and spin it again. That's got those branches covered. We want to bring the child's leaf forward. Always keep the leaf of the child on top, raised to the top. And now we have this one to go. Okay, we might want one more on this side to balance it out, so I'll copy and paste and flip and drag and rotate and again bring the child forward and we have a few more spaces to decorate, so we'll quickly put some leaves on the tree and we'll copy it paste it, paste again, and let's move it into place. Okay. And we have maybe one more that we'd like to spin. Well, actually there are two. So let's move that one here. And then we want to move this one. And bring the child's picture forward. Oh. There you have it. In about 18 minutes, you've seen me build a family tree. That's how it worked. We're still in the beta mode, but stop by. Go on by Photo Family Tree and download the app. Play with it. See how it works. And let me know. Let us know how you like it and how we can improve it. And thank you so much for listening and watching. Have a great day. Enjoy.